It's a cool and damp night in Fayetteville, but there will be college baseball at Baum Stadium. The field is ready to go, and so are the 10th-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks as they welcome in the Leathernecks from Western Illinois. Wicklander to the mound. Already, this is his third midweek start of the season.
Yeah, Wicklander's a guy that Dave Van Horn and Matt Hobbs would really love to see, possibly even start some during the conference series. So
Ken has gone as far as it'll go to Sears. And down on strikes to start the game. Good low strike. In the air to right and playable. At least it should be for Kirstad. And the inning ends. The Leathernecks go 1, 2, 3 and done.
Launch angle's been a little off. He's not really even hitting fly balls.
Speaking of launch angle, high and deep to center, back to the fence, and it's off the wall. And Kirstad already sprinting around second. On his way to third. In standing with a triple. Two-game midweek series. That one punched to the right side. Sears will make the play, but Kirstad will score, and the Hogs lead it 1-0.
Coaching this ball club.
High chopper, dribbled towards Ezel, and he lost the handle on that baseball, trying to make a throw. Galassi's running, but strike 3 is called on Munoz to end the inning. Nesbitt hitting .273. That'll raise as he pokes a single to right to begin the third inning. 9 spot in the lineup. Big chopper to Munoz, who is playing in at third. Can the Leathernecks get 2? Yes, they can. Around the horn for a double play.
Yeah, really nice job by.
That's it so far for runs. I'll try another one. That one might have plunked the crazy bone. Regardless, Kirstad is on. Here's Trevor Ezel. Drove it a run with a ground out. Hits one back up the middle and through. His 19th hit of the season. And quickly, a couple of men on base for the Hogs.
He's going to be the guy at the plate, so he needs some experience doing that.
Quickly, the bases are loaded. Hit back. We were talking about Opitz's patience and all the walks he's accumulated. He gets an RBI with this one. And it's 2-0 Arkansas as Kirstad comes across.
Get back on track.
You never know when you're going to find that at bat to turn things around. This will help. High fly towards Ard in left. The ballpark will hold it. But Ezel will tag. He's going to score. Fletcher will take off to third. Opitz to second. Everybody moves up on the sacrifice fly, and it's a 3-0 game.
Exactly.
Drew Galassi had maybe the best at bat back in the second when he drew a walk. Rolls one to Ezel. That's the throw he can make, but it gets by McFarland. A little bit easier coming from the side, but it had some drift, and Jordan couldn't make the catch. Big rip. Runner goes, throw, bounces, and it's still in time. Ezel with the tag. Only 2 outs, Trevor. That's okay. But had to put that down on Galassi. Missouri, some of these teams might try and run a little bit. 8th pitch of the at-bat is another strikeout for Wicklander. Troy, that's 8 through 5 innings. He did. Not a wise decision. Deep to left. Is it fair? Yes, it is. A solo home run for Casey Martin. His 4th of the season.
That just hooked around the foul pole down the left field line, and Martin is kind of getting that home run stroke going. We talked about the home runs in the open. And if you can get this guy Heston Kirstad going as well, too, you see Martin hit it. He hit it pretty well. He's just trying to see, is it going to hook or not? Tremendous exit velocity with that great bat speed.
Speaking of exit velo, just torched one into right for a base hit. Heston's been on all 3 times.
You know you hit the ball hard when the infielders really don't move. They just watch it fly past. Ramage, the right-hander out of Texas, is going to come in.
Replacing Wicklander, who went 5 scoreless innings, and Ramage.
He's the guy that kind of lives around that 90-91 mark.
Chopper up the middle. Martin comes flying in to get it. Throws over to McFarland. And a rip and a miss.
Again, it gets back to, are we going to get the game in tomorrow? I think that got a piece of Opitz.
A lot over the weekend against La Tech. Opitz will run here, and no throw from Schaefer Jr. Pick something off speed to run on, and Casey gets an easy base.
Yeah, it just gets back to the math.
Base hit for McFarland. Opitz got locked up. So he'll go to third and have to hold. McFarland's going to try to go to second base, and he will make it in with a slide.
Well, really heads-up play by Jordan McFarland. That's what you get from a junior. you see the ball come back into the infield, not thrown really crisply.
For an Arkansas team that will run when they can. Here's Nesbitt. Drops down a bunt. Bauer will try and scoop. Nobody there. Has to throw across his body, and he's late to first. And the Hogs have a 5-0 lead. The game has not changed, though. You get 27 outs with which to work. Franklin skies one to right. Should be deep enough to get a run home. Hannett will make the catch. Here comes McFarland. The throw's not a bad one. McFarland under the tag. Nearly got a tag in the chin. But a sac fly makes it 6-0.
Yeah, good throw by Hannett out there in the outfield. But they wouldn't conference about that.
Well, he did tag him right on the helmet, didn't he?
But he was clearly safe. In SEC play starting this weekend, that is done in Birmingham.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
After the replay, McFarland is out. Meanwhile, Jacob Kostichak is on in the 7th after Ramage went 1 inning in relief of Wicklander's 5 outstanding.
Well, Kostichak has been outstanding so far early on in this 2019 season.
See what he throws here on 1 and 2. Nesbitt with the bobble, collects, and still gets it out at first base. Nesbitt, you keep in mind he's playing both ways, pretty impressive. Speaking of pitcher's pitches, my goodness. Van Horn would like a fielding percentage, 975 or higher. Here's a play for Martin. He'll make that look easy to end the inning, but you're right, there's just not as many plays defensively. Arkansas came into the game today 36th in the country in home runs. This one hit well to the gap, and it's going to be down. Galassi plays it with a bare hand. He has no chance to get Martin at second base. Another extra base hit. I think Heston started everyone. Kirsten hits one deep to left. Art is back. It's turned around, looks up, and it's in the bullpen. The first homer for Kirstad since opening day. And both Martin and Heston have played long ball tonight.
One thing Heston had to do is he had to turn around and go back and hit first base. First base coach Taylor Smart said, no, son, you got to come back and hit the base. That's kind of necessary.
Ard was running out of room, but it didn't matter. He was just trying not to do a face plant into the fence. Ended up in the bullpen.
Yeah, that ball was almost caught by the bullpen catcher down there, but good to see both Kirstad and Martin take the ball the opposite field.
3 runs Sunday in that shutout. That hit Kenley? It did. I'll say it again. It doesn't have to hurt to count. And they'll miss up and in. It's just a lot of sequencing. Can the Leathernecks get 2? Safe at first. Kevin Copps enters the game. Ramage went a scoreless inning, a perfect inning. Kostichak did the same, and now Copps on the pitch here in the 8th. Course of a weekend series. He'll get the wave of the miss. The strikeout of Galassi. Up the middle. Kenley with a nice pick. Shovels to Martin for the force on Ard to end the 8th inning. Chopper into the hole. Racebeck and Thompson both have it elude them. And Curtis Washington Jr. with another base hit. Ball 4. A roller to the right side, and Kirstad has his 4th hit of the game. Remember, Arkansas lost a runner at the plate earlier, so Washington Jr. held at third. That's the way it was scored in the 7th. Smokes one to right, Hanan over, down to his knees to make the catch. Washington Jr. will score. Martin to third, and it's an 8-0 Arkansas lead.
Matt Cronin. Again, we saw Coach Hobbs today, and he said, he's a guy that loves to work, and he wants to pitch. So
McFarland pursuing, easy play, 1 out. Strikeout number 13 tonight by Razorback pitchers. Trying to win their 13th game. Swing and a miss, ball game. Hogs blank the Leathernecks 8-0.
Yeah, outstanding job by the pitching staff for Arkansas. The bats did what they needed to do, and just a good commanding victory for Arkansas.